Before we get into the video, I do want to mention that this is actually something I've been trying to do for a while, but I wanted to know if it's something that, another channel was doing. I didn't want it to look like I was copying content and stuff like that. I think some channels have talked about young upcoming players, but I haven't seen it done on like a weekly basis or like in a series form. I think it's just a once in a while talking a player that's very hyped. They talk about the player and then that's it. But I want to make this a series, a weekly thing, something we're going to have the basically this community where we have a video where we talk about a particular player. I hear your thoughts in the comments, what you guys think. Maybe you guys think he's going to be very good, because it would be cool if a player we talked about in a wants to watch series ends up being like a Ballon d'Or level player. And, the time we're talking about him, no one really knew who he was, and he ends up signing for a big club, plays very well, and becomes one of the best players in the world. It will be very exciting. So I think it's something that football lovers are going to enjoy, whether you are deep into analysis, whether you have surface level knowledge of football. I think it's something that you're going to enjoy. So I'm going to be calling it a once to watch series, where we're going to have a weekly video on players that I think maybe not a lot of people are talking about that have the potential to make it very big. So enjoy the video, guys, and thank you for watching. So what if I told you that a teenager playing for Como last season was putting up numbers that rival Bruno Fernandes and actually does come close to Jude Bellingham? Now that player's name is Nicolás Paz, and right now he might actually be one of European football's most exciting hidden gems. Today we're going to be breaking down why his stats point to a future superstar and what this actually means for Real Madrid, who are actually in possession of this player. Now Nico Paz is just 19 years old, and last season was his first full campaign at senior level at Como. Playing 35 matches, he wasn't just surviving, he was thriving. He scored 6 goals, added 8 assists, and ended the year with 14 direct goal contributions. And here's the kicker actually. His expected goals plus assists was 14.5, which means his production wasn't luck. It was consistent, repeatable quality. That's a big sign for a young midfielder. Now to put things into perspective, per 90 minutes, Paz is averaging 0.47 goal contributions. That's almost identical to what Bruno Fernandes is doing at Manchester United with 0.45, and it's not far off Jude Bellingham at Real Madrid with 0.69. Just think about that. A teenager at Como that don't really have a lot of quality players as compared to Manchester United and Real Madrid is contributing at nearly the same rate as these established stars in teams like Real Madrid and Manchester United. And we're not just talking about scoring or assisting. His overall involvement in progressing the ball is absolutely elite. Nico Paz recorded 171 progressive carries and 163 progressive passes across the season. These aren't the stats of a player who hides in games. These are the numbers of someone who actually wants the ball, drives play forward, and he's changing the tempo of the game. You're probably thinking, yeah, last season Bellingham wasn't the best, Bruno wasn't the best. And sure, maybe that could have been factors. But if you think last season might have been a one-off, let's look at how he started the new campaign this season. 5 matches, 5 stars, and he's already got 3 goals and 3 assists. That's 6 goal contributions in under 450 minutes of football. In fact, right now, he's averaging more than 1 goal or assist per 19 minutes. That's superstar level production. Numbers that even the best young midfielders in Europe would be proud of. This is where you start to realize it's not just flashes we're talking about here. Paz is building consistency. His impact is growing, and so is the noise around him. If you're a football fan, you know this feeling. You're watching a player before the rest of the world catches on. Think back to the days of Pedri at Las Palmas, Bellingham at Birmingham and Dortmund. Nico Paz is giving off that same energy. He's a teenager already playing like a leader, already influencing games beyond his years. And fans at Como, they know they might be witnessing the beginning of something special. But here's the challenge. How long can this last at Como? They don't really have a lot of quality players. Is he going to be able to keep producing this with a lack of quality in that team? And also, Paz belongs to Real Madrid, and Los Blancos, they don't have a blind eye to talent. The midfield at Bernabeu is stacked though: Bellingham, Valverde, Tchouaméni, Camavinga, Arda Güler. But if Paz continues at this level, Madrid might have a decision to make. Do they recall him early? Do they integrate him into the star-studded midfield? Or does he need another season of minutes before stepping onto the biggest stage? Well, we can't predict all of that stuff in the future, but what we know right now is that Nicolás Paz isn't just another prospect. He's already producing at levels comparable to some of Europe's best midfielders, and he's only 19. If he keeps this up, it won't be long before everyone knows his name. So let me know, do you guys think Nicolás Paz is ready to make that leap to Real Madrid, or should he keep developing with consistent minutes elsewhere? Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and if you did enjoy this, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, turn on post notifications, because I'm hoping to make this a weekly series. And as usual, any feedback from you guys would be greatly appreciated.